Hi, this is Jana. Welcome to my kitchen. Today we're making good old-fashioned pecan pie bars, pecan pie bars from wherever you're from, but pecan pie bars. And so I've got 2 cups. This is our crust. I've got my oven preheated to 350. I've got 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1.5 sticks of room temperature butter. And then I've got a 2/3 of a cup of powdered sugar or confectioner's sugar. And we're going to just blend these together. And I've got a 9x13 pan already buttered, waiting for this crust to go in. I've even seen recipes where they put really finely ground pecans in the crust too.
I've seen that
Pecans
too.
are getting spendy unless you got your own pecan trees.
Where we used to live, they used to take baseball bats and throw them in the trees and to get pecans.
To get the pecans out. You just don't want to be the receiver of the ball bat.
Yeah, I don't want to do that.
No. And so we're going to mix this together until it resembles coarse meal. And so a spatula comes in handy. I still think using your hands works pretty good. A fork, if you don't have a pastry blender, you can use a fork to do this. You can use your mixer with the beaters in it to do this part. Whatever's easier for you. Just like this. These are so good. I used to make these a lot when my kids were young. And then one of our hometown restaurants, you know, it was a dessert she always had. And her restaurant just closed after many, many years. But of being open.
I think she used retired.
To be, yeah, she was a neighbor. She was younger than me. And she just retired and the restaurant closed. But I remember, you know, when us adults would go out for Saturday night meals or dinners, that we would go into her restaurant, and if we were up to some dessert, I would always get the pecan pie bar if she had them. Her desserts were second to none. Okay, that is where we want to be, right here, just like this, like coarse cornmeal, okay? And this is what's really interesting. This is a 9x13 sheet. I buttered it. This is a 9x13 casserole, but when you look at the measurements of it, it's 13.5 by 9.5, but it still counts as a 9x13 pan. And I was trying to decide for you guys if I wanted to do it because it's prettier coming out of my stainless steel pan. But when you put them side by side,
sorry, the ring light show.
When you put them side by side, they don't look like they're the same. And when you put them inside, there's just that much difference in them.
Yeah.
And so this one's a 1/2 inch bigger, and it shows, you know. And so it's up to you which you want to use. I got this. There's a set of 3. It's in my Amazon store, but they look so pretty. But because I have a lid for this one, I'm going to go ahead and put it in this. But I just wanted to show you, you could do it either way.
Gotta get the doggo.
Huh?
So gotta get the doggo.
The doggos, okay. And like I said, I've got my oven preheated to 350. And just put this in here evenly. And we're going to go up the sides just a little bit to make the bars. And then you want to use, there's a little powdered sugar, the confectioner's sugar. And a little secret that I always found easy to make this happen once you get it kind of leveled out is if you go through with a flat bottom measuring cup or toy or whatever you have that's flat bottom, you can go through and press it in.
Or even if you got like a regular drinking cup or something.
Yeah, there you go.
Whatever you got. Something with a flat bottom.
Something with a flat bottom. You can go in. Just like this. And it's kind of what this is a shortbread, it's called. it'll be like a cookie crust. Okay, so I'm going to pop these in the oven, and then Aaron's going to turn the camera around, and we're going to head to the stove. These are going to bake for 20 minutes at 350. Okay, we are back, and I've got 1.5 sticks of butter melting in a pan. I have 3 tablespoons of heavy cream. I have a 1/2 cup of brown sugar. And for those of you who are not so hep on the traditional carob syrup, this has honey in it. And there's no eggs in this one. So, just FYI. And by the way, how did the honey come out so easy, you ask? It's because I put some butter in the measuring cup before I added the honey. And so it helps to make it easy to come out.
Some of the honey went on the bottom of the pan, just so you know.
Oh, yay. We'll get to clean that off the stove.
I just, in case you smelled something, it's burning. So
Honey's good no matter if it's burning or not. And so we're going to bring this to a boil. And then we're going to add some pecans as soon as this comes to a boil. And I know our traditional pecan pie that has the eggs in it, you don't boil it. Okay. And so this is almost back to a boil. Then we're going to add our pecans. And I had turned the fire down a little bit when my butter was going. And so we're going to add, you can add anywhere from 2.5 to 3.5, your choice, cups of pecans. Here it comes to a boil. Let it do its thing with the sugar and the butter. And we're going to pour this over the top of our crust that's behind me that came out of the oven with lightly browned edges. And then we're going to bake it again for about 25 to 30 minutes. Here it comes to a boil. Like I said, this is a little bit different texture because it doesn't have the eggs in it and it doesn't have the carob, but it's got the honey. As soon as it's to a boil, because you don't want to overboil, because what happens when you overboil sugar? But it's got the cream, so it's like, and the butter together, and the brown sugar is like a caramel, right? So there's our boil. I'm just waiting for that center to go for just a second. When the bubbles get to the center, that's what I consider a full boil. And when you can't stir it out, there we go. So now I'm going to add in my pecans. So good. These are bars. You cut them into bars. Oh, I can smell the honey, Aaron. It made it all the way down.
As is letting you know in case you smelled something.
Okay. There we go. And now we're going to pour this into our crust. I'm going to put this down, turn around. We'll be right back. Okay, now we're going to pour this boiling mixture over the top of our shortbread crust. Get all the goodness out of the pan. Just like that. These are super easy. Now we're going to spread them out. Evenly. Now you can already tell that these aren't going to be that same thick, gooey, but they don't have the egg and they don't have the carob syrup, the corn syrup. And what's not to love about honey, right? Okay, I'm going to pop these in the oven and we'll be back in about 25 to 30 minutes until these are set in the center. Okay, we are back, and these are bubbling. I just wanted you to see that they're browning around the edges, and then they're bubbling in the middle yet. And so we are going to let these cool down, and we're going to come back, and we're going to cut a pecan pie bar. And so I just wanted you to see as it's coming out how it looks. The camera's picking it up that it's a little bit darker or burned on the edges, but that's not the case at all. I'm going to try and move it up a little bit and change the lighting. And just so you can see, it's actually, they look golden brown on real person here. So anyway, but we will be back. We are back, and these are cooled off but still warm. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut a husband size piece. When they cool all the way down, because it's real caramely on top. Look at, beautiful. The shortbread comes out easily. Cut all the way down here on the edge. My knife skills today are, uh-oh, oop-a-daisy. Guess what? He's gonna eat that just fine.
He's gonna eat it.
I did that myself. I pried it out. I'm gonna set that aside. Aaron, hand me another plate. I'm gonna get Daddy a nice one.
This one?
That one. Little muscle up my sleeve. There. We keep it real around here. See, that's how they're supposed to be. I just was being lazy.
It's always the first piece.
And it doesn't matter if it's a pie or what it is. And here, he just got back from the gym, so I'm going to give him a scoop of vanilla ice cream on top of his pecan pie bar. Look at that.
Yay for the mini cups.
Yes. So thank you for stopping by Jana's Kitchen. I hope that you enjoy a delicious pumpkin pie bar. I'm trying to move it sideways here, Ari. They are just pecan-y, caramely, and delicious. Thank you.